Hello students, in this video lecture class, we will discuss AC through RL series circuit. This is the portion of module 5 for Diploma in Electrical Engineering students. So let us discuss AC through RL series circuit. Resistive inductive series circuit. Here I take a pure resistor and a pure inductor and connect it into series. The resistor have a resistance of R ohm and inductor have an inductance of L Henry, and they are connected across a AC source of supply having the instantaneous value of voltage is Vm sin omega t. So current I is flowing through the circuit, closed circuit, due to which voltage Vr it is dropped across the resistor R and voltage VL it is induced across the inductor L. Let here V, capital V and I are the RMS value of voltage and current, RMS value of supply voltage and resulting current. Capital VR is the RMS value of voltage across resistor and VL is the RMS value of voltage across inductor, which is equal to I into XL. What is XL? XL is the inductive reactance, which is equal to omega L, whereas omega is angular frequency, which value is 2 pi f into L. Okay. Now, according to KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law, it states that algebraic sum, it is a closed path, it is a closed circuit having a single mesh. So algebraic sum of voltages in this closed path is equal to 0, or the sum of supply voltage is equal to sum of the voltage across each and every element present in the closed path. So here, instead of taking the algebraic sum, we take the phasor sum here. We take the phasor sum. Phasor sum of what? The supply voltage is the phasor sum of voltage across resistor and voltage across inductor. Students, we find the phasor diagram to get the relationship between applied voltage and the resulting current. Now, for drawing the phasor diagram, you take current as a reference one because it is a series circuit. So current flowing through each and every element is same. So you take current as a reference. This is current. Students, always you remember, you draw the phasor diagram by taking the RMS quantity, not instantaneous, not the average, not maximum. Phasor diagram can drawn always by taking the RMS quantity. Now, voltage across resistor, as you study in previous video classes, as you have learned, the voltage across resistor is in same phase with current. So we drew the phasor for voltage with the same phase with current. This is VR. Then voltage across inductor. In case of purely inductive circuit, the voltage across inductor it leads the current by 90 degree. This one you have studied in purely inductive circuit when AC supply is given. So I draw the phasor for VR here. It is VL. That is the voltage across inductor. And finally you get the vector sum of VR and VL gives V. That is the supply voltage. B. Now this phasor diagram is called as voltage triangle because I represent all voltage of the circuit element. Now if you analyze this voltage triangle, you see that this one is the phasor, this one is the reference phasor for current, and this one is the resulting voltage, which one you get by taking the vector sum of VR and VL. Now this angle is called as the power factor angle. This one is called as the power factor angle phi, which shows the deviation which shows the supply voltage leads the current by an angle phi less than 90 degree. Here students, in your previous sections you have learned the power factor angle in case of purely resistive circuit is 0. In case of purely inductive circuit is 90 degree lagging. Here in case of RL series circuit, you have learned that the voltage phasor, or you may say the current phasor, it lags behind voltage by phi. Okay, by an angle phi less than 90 degree. So here what is the equation for current? The instantaneous value of current is equal to Im sin omega t minus phi. By phi angle current lags the voltage. So it is Im sin omega t minus phi. Now how you get this value of phi? Come here. From this equation we have get the value of Im. Now what is V? V is the total current into the total impedance of the series circuit. What is VR? You put the value of VR here, it is IR, and VL is IXL. It is the vector sum. So from this diagram you get that V is VR square plus VL square root over, or you may write V is total current into total impedance, VR is I into R whole square plus VL is I into XL whole square. This one in magnitude form. Okay, now if I simplify, I get Z is equal to R square plus L square root over, or in the complex form you also, or this equation may also be written as R plus J XL. Okay, R plus J XL or R plus J omega L. So what is Im here? Im is equal to, here Im is equal to Vm by Z, maximum value of voltage by the total impedance. This impedance equation represent the total impedance of this RL series circuit. Clear students? Now I draw the impedance triangle from this equation. Here by referring from this voltage triangle, this axis is the R resistance, this one is the XL, and this one is the Z, because you know that it is I into R, I into XL, this one is I into Z. Just you cancel out I terms. So whatever triangle is now, it is the impedance triangle. This angle is phi. that is the power factor angle. What is the power factor angle from this impedance triangle? It is tan inverse of perpendicular is XL by base is R. So it is tan inverse of omega L. I put the value of XL as a omega L here, R. So what is cos phi? That is the power factor. Power factor of a series circuit is power factor cos phi is base by hypotenuse, R by Z. Okay, total resistance by total impedance of the circuit. Next we derive for the instantaneous power. This is VR. Instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is the product of instantaneous value of current into voltage. What is the current equation? It is Im sin omega t minus phi. And what is the voltage equation? It is Vm sin omega t. If you simplify this equation, you get Vm Im cos omega t minus cos 2 omega t minus phi. Okay, if you simplify this equation, you get the result as Vm Im by 2 whole into cos phi, sorry, this one is cos phi. Cos phi minus cos 2 omega minus phi. Students, you may have a question from where you get this result. You use the trigonometric formula. The formula for, see, it is, suppose this part is A, this part is B. Sin A into sin B. So you use the formula of cos A plus B minus cos A minus B, and after simplification you get this result. You use the, again I repeat, you use the trigonometric formula of cos A plus B minus cos A minus B, which gives the result of minus 2 sin A into sin B. You use this trigonometric formula, after simplification you get this result. So this equation consists of two terms. One term is Vm Im by 2 cos phi, and another term is minus 1 by 2 Vm Im cos 2 omega t minus phi. Okay, it consists of the instantaneous value of power, again I repeat, the instantaneous value of power of an RL series circuit. It consists of two parts. First part is Vm Im by 2, this one, this is the first part. This is the part 1. This is the part 1 and this is the part 2. Part 1 is the real part. Okay. And part 2, it is the pulsating part of the power, and it have a frequency of twice the frequency of voltage and current. Which one? We have get already, that is I is equal to Im sin omega t minus phi. So it is the pulsating part 1. The part 2 is the fluctuating part of instantaneous power, and its frequency is double the frequency of voltage and current waveform. And if you find the average value of the second part, it became 0. So the average power consumed by the average power consumed by RL series circuit is the first part only, that is P is equal to Vm Im by 2 cos phi. What is Vm by root 2? It is the RMS value of voltage. Im by root 2, it is the RMS value of current, cos phi. So finally you get the average power consumed by a RL series circuit is Vi cos phi, which is consumed by only the resistive part, not the inductive one, because you already have learned, students, in the previous part, the average power consumed by purely inductive circuit is 0. Hence, in this case, this power is consumed by only the resistive part and not the inductive part. Still they are connected in series. Next we go for the power triangle. Power triangle for RL series circuit. I raise this portion, students. Just I draw the image of this diagram or the voltage triangle, same one I have draw here. This is the total voltage. Here I draw the voltage triangle first, and from that voltage triangle I will draw the power triangle. This is the voltage across the resistor, voltage across the inductor. Just I multiply here I. Now it becomes power. Okay. Or you may write this as, and this angle is power factor angle. You may write this equation as I square R. This one is I square XL. This one is I square Z. Now you may write also this equation as Vi cos phi. This one as Vi sin phi. This perpendicular is hypotenuse into sin phi. Base is hypotenuse into cos phi, whereas hypotenuse is the V into I. Now I erase all these equations, only these equations I kept. All this equation I erased. Now the base, which one is Vi cos phi, is called as the real power represented by P, and its unit is watt. It is also called as active power or true power. It is actually dissipated in the network. Then the perpendicular, it is called as reactive power. Equation is Vi sin phi, and unit is var, volt ampere reactive, and it is the power developed in the network due to the reactance property. And the hypotenuse, it is called as the apparent power represented by S, and its unit is volt ampere. Its unit is volt ampere, which is the phasor sum of the real power and reactive power. You may write S is equal to P square plus Q square root over. Okay, this is the power triangle for RL series circuit. So students, in this topic you have learned what is the relationship between voltage and current in case of RL series circuit. It means the voltage, it leads the current by an angle phi less than 90 degree, or you may say that current lags the voltage by an angle phi less than 90 degree. The second thing is power factor. What is power factor here? You get the three definition of power factor here. From the voltage triangle, you get that it is the cosine angle between voltage and current. From the impedance triangle, from this impedance triangle, here you have learned the cos phi or power factor is defined as the ratio between total resistance to total impedance of the circuit. And from this power triangle, you get another definition is that it is the ratio between active power to the apparent power. Okay, and the average power of an RL series circuit is VI cos phi, which is only consumed by the resistive part of the RH series circuit. This one you have learned in this study.